What's up, everyone? Victoria here with popculture.com with another episode of Pop Culture at Home. And today I'm so excited to be talking to the beautiful Emily Tosta from Mayans MC. Hello, how are you, Emily?
Hi, I'm so good. I'm so happy to be here and to finally virtually meet you.
I know we've been chatting for a while. We have a mutual friend, so I feel like I know you already. But it's so good to actually chat with you and see you face to face.
I know, finally. Yeah, I feel like I've heard about you. I know about you. We've been talking, but it's nice to see you through Zoom.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Well, listen, I love the show Mayans MC, and you are one of the stars on there. And so I want to dive into that series with you. Obviously, season 3 just premiered here recently, and you play Leticia Cruz, who is the daughter of Coco. What made you say yes to this character?
So it's actually interesting because when I first did the audition, they didn't give me any information about the character. They didn't give me any information about the development of the character or even my relationship with Richard's character, Coco. I didn't know anything about it, which was really interesting to me because I just knew a very brief description of who Leticia wanted to be. And I feel like as an actor, when you go through something like that, you kind of just build your own world for the character in order for you to go to the audition. So I remember I did the audition, and then it was an audition and some of the producers were there and stuff, and I got booked on the job. And then when I worked my first day, Elgin came into my trailer, and he was actually the one that spoke with me about what the character development was going to be and who he had as the vision for Leticia and all of these things. And I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. So obviously I was already a fan of Sons of Anarchy. I mean, when I heard that they were doing like a spinoff focusing on a Latin biker club, to me as a Latina, that was such a big deal. Because I just feel like right now in this industry, this is a time where we need representation and inclusion on TV. So the fact that we are part of a production that is literally like shining light on Latinx culture, as well as like Latinx talent and crew, is so important to me. So there was just so many reasons why I was so excited to be a part of this.
Well, and I'm so glad that you touched on that. Two thoughts. First off, I love that. Isn't that funny that that's just, I feel like how TV works. A lot of people don't realize that that's how TV works. They kind of just like throw you in and you're just kind of got to like go with the flow and just see what happens. So good for you for just going into that audition and just making it and owning it and landing the job. That's hard to do. That's hard to do. But two, again, I'm glad that you touched on this, shining light on Latin culture, because I think that that's what's so cool about this show is it's kind of inclusive to that. And so maybe elaborate on that a little bit, really what that means to you, because you're from the Dominican Republic, correct?
Yes, I was born and raised in Dominican Republic, and my mom is Venezuelan, so I'm like half Dominican, half Venezuelan.
Yeah, I love, one of my favorite things about this show. So I'm currently learning Spanish, and I love that it's bilingual. So it goes back and forth between Spanish and English. So it's really helpful. It's one, just very cool, but two, it's very helpful for people actually trying to learn Spanish.
Oh, that's amazing. Okay, then we should start speaking Spanish to each other from now on.
I'm totally down for that. Yes. Well, listen, there was a lot of changes on this season. And a lot of your cast and crew have spoken that this season is something that they're extremely proud of. Maybe elaborate on what you think makes this season separate itself from the other two, because you came in season 2, and so you've kind of seen what that's like, and now season 3. What's making this season extra special?
Yeah, so my character actually started since season 1. Her first appearance was season 1, episode 4.
Oh, I'm sorry. For some reason, I don't know why I thought you chimed in season 2.
You're totally fine. So my character started season 1. So I've been able to see sort of like the growth in the writing in the show and the development of the characters since everything started. I think that Elgin has done such a fantastic job this season. I mean, this season is literally like nothing the audience has ever seen before. And I just feel like all of us have poured like our hearts and souls into this season. And season 3, everything gets darker for every single character. Like you really, really get to know everybody on such a deeper level. You get to know their conflicts, their traumas, the reason why they do the things they do. And it's something that they haven't seen before from us. And it's literally going to be like a roller coaster of tears and joy and fear, happiness. And the audience is going to be able to come on that roller coaster with us. And I'm super excited for them to see the rest of the season for sure.
What's it like working with the cast? Because I follow so many of you guys on Instagram and you all just seem to be like such a family.
That's exactly what it is. We're all like one big family. And since season one, I mean, the guys have been so amazing. I obviously spend most of my time with the guys, like with, you know, Richard and JD and everybody's, those like male characters are the ones that I usually have on my scenes with. So since season one, they've all been so amazing and everybody's so supportive of each other and we're like a huge family. Actually, my mom and I have a charity where we help Venezuela and the guys are always constantly like showing up for the events and donating and helping out. And it's just like so amazing to be able to work with people that are not only on screen incredible, but also off screen as well. And I think, especially now for season 3, it's such a wonderful environment. Like, you want to come to work. You want to show up on set. You look forward to seeing Elgin and Deb in the mornings and being like, hey, how are you? And like giving them a hug. And it's just amazing. It really is such a wonderful environment to be a part of.
Oh, I love that. I love that. Well, you do play Coco's daughter, played by Richard. And all we've seen so far, obviously at the taping of when this interview was being taped, we haven't yet seen technically episode 3 because it was a 2-episode premiere. But at the very end, Coco gets hit over the head. He's obviously spiraling from what we saw happen to him last season. With what you're able to share with us, where are we going to see not only Coco's character develop, but also your character? Where are we going to see them go in this season?
Yeah, so obviously without disclosing too much, so I don't get in trouble.
Yeah. Don't want to put you on the spot, but what can you do?
I know, right? I'm like, don't get me fired, first of all.
We don't want that. We don't want that.
Right? You're definitely going to see a lot of turning points for Coco and Letty. You're going to see a lot of things in their relationship that you haven't seen before. I feel like since season 1, Richard and I have been very, very adamant about working on our relationship and really immersing ourselves into our characters. In season 1, Richard actually took me to Skid Row and we went to go visit a lot of places in downtown just to see what these people really lived like and what these people really went through and what it really means to grow up in the streets and to come from these cultures and to come from these backgrounds. And we would even sit at talks with some people discussing their traumas and things that our characters deal with day to day. But like, this is a real thing. Like, there's actually people out there that are dealing with these things as well. So to us, it was always very important to just really dive deep into that for our character development. So since season 1, season 2, like everything has just been getting stronger and darker for us. So I think season 3, people are going to be very, very like, whoa, taken aback by everything that happens, especially later in this season. You'll see some stuff going on with us. That's all I'm going to say.
I can work with. Cool. So later in the
job, okay?
I'm buckling up.
Yeah, literally. That's what I will tell the audience. Buckle up.
Yeah. Well, and you know, obviously from Sons of Anarchy to Mayans, it's I don't think you really could say that either shows don't get deep and don't wow you on that level, but there's something about this season that I feel like talking to the cast members, they're really saying that we're gonna see a lot this season. So I'm very excited to see what you guys have in store for us. What's been your most favorite thing about working on set with everyone?
Wow, that is such a good question because I feel like every moment is so delightful being on set with everyone. But I think honestly, there's like such a bittersweet feeling that I always have the first day of working on the season and the last day of working on the season. Because the first day of working on each season is so incredibly pleasant of like, oh my God, we're about to get this started. Like, let's get it. And let's pour our everything into this. And then the last day is so bittersweet I just wrapped, my last day of season 3 was literally like a week and a half ago.
Yeah.
And it was just such a bittersweet feeling, hugging everybody and just discussing everything that we've done and everything that we've worked. And I think those are like my 2 favorite moments, the beginning and the end of everything. Because I feel like during, you're so in it and you're so just into the character and you're literally being this person and diving into this world that it kind of feels like it goes by so fast.
Yeah.
So when I really step back and see like what we've done and what we've created, it's such a beautiful feeling.
I love that. I love that so much. Well, there's a lot of emotion tied into beginning and ends, right? There's the excitement and then there's that bittersweet feeling of like, fingers crossed for more, right? What's next for you? I know that you're busy and I know that last year was a little wonky for everyone. And I feel like wheels are starting to turn this season. We're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. What's next for you?
So right now, I'm honestly just excited for people to watch the rest of season 3 and for them to see everything that happens. I just had a movie come out last month where it was my first lead in a film. I was opposite Nicolas Cage, which was so exciting for me because I've watched him since I was a little girl living in Dominican Republic. So being able to work with him was amazing. So it's been great seeing the response for that and people are loving the movie and it's been really exciting. And I have like a few other things that I know I can't discuss yet, but as soon as I can, I definitely will, regarding acting and some really fun business ventures as well. So as soon as I can share more from that, I will definitely let you know.
We'll be coming back for more interviews, girlfriend. Really quick, Nicolas Cage. I'm glad you brought that up because I saw that on your Instagram story recently. What was it like working with such a legend in Hollywood?
Oh my gosh, he was so amazing. At first, I was like a little bit nervous just because obviously he's an Oscar-winning actor. And like you said, he is a legend in Hollywood. Yeah. So at first, I didn't know what exactly I was walking into and I didn't know how he was going to be. But he was so kind and so welcoming. And he was constantly making me feel like we were just on the same level. And it was amazing coming to work every single day and being alongside him. And it was a great experience. So I'm really happy that we got to do that. And we literally wrapped the movie like a week before the entire country shut down. Oh. So the timing of it was just spectacular.
Good. Oh my gosh. Well, and I was going to say, actually, I'm glad you brought that up too, because what was it like on set with Mayans? I mean, now that like COVID is a thing, I mean, you guys really had to take protocol seriously. Did it cause any separation or did everyone find a nice, safe way to just make it work?
So I think they were definitely able to. I mean, Disney's guidelines are absolutely amazing and they make you feel so safe while working on set. We all would get tested 3 times a week. All of the rules and guidelines were amazing and it made you feel so great to come to work. Like I was never scared about anything. Yeah. And it was just awesome. It honestly kind of made the environment like a little more intimate for all of us because there's not that many people in the private rehearsals and there's like not, it's literally just the essential people that have to be there in certain scenes and certain things, which kind of made it an even more intimate environment, which honestly, I'm not mad about.
I love it.
So yeah, it was great.
Not something I was expecting. That's kind of like an oxymoron because you take less people off set, but you're like, actually it made us a little bit more closer because it was just us. That's really
I know.
Cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome. I'm really happy that we were able to finish production because I know that a lot of productions got shut down because of COVID and a lot of shows got canceled. So I honestly, more than anything, just feel blessed that we were able to finish up the season.
Yeah, good. Well, Emily, you're amazing. You are a shining light. I love your character. I love this show. You tell your cast members, they have plenty of fans. At popculture.com.
I definitely will.
Thank you so much for your time today. Everyone, for more on Emily and your other favorite celebrities, make sure you keep it right here at popculture.com.